the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other, and if you got tomorrow, then you still got time to break these chains that left you scarred. Where you came isn't who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. God's not done with you yet. It feels like you're losing the war in your head. Just know this isn't the end. Oh, my brother.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight it's the
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chicks. She ain't pulling the socks up.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the San Francisco 49ers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
Here's Ward to throw right away. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 70 tip, Cowboy 80.
Here's Ward. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Third down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Throwing again here, Ward. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141.5. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go. 19 target. Ready.
To throw is Ward. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Ward. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Not Cowboy 80. Ready.
Going for it. Here's Ward. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Ward again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking.
Touchdown! From 40 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Thomas. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. Big strides, look at him go. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Ward. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jamison Williams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, They know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
On the jump. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let's go. Come to Cowboy 80. Hurt. 70 Rangers, 60 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Thomas will look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. To throw is Thomas. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now Ward. He finds his man complete. It's Gutierrez. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. These two teams all tied after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, break.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Tag. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
To throw, here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
At the 42-yard line.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing now, Ward. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
60 Vikings, 6 Warriors, 70.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9.
70. 60, 19 tight, 19 tight.
And they just did not get the snap away in time. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Thomas. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Panthers, 79 gross, Dragons, 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Operating from the gun, Thomas. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the double. Cup 19. Cup 19. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
60 Maverick.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Back to throw. Ward. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
To throw is Ward from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really
touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners have moved out in front. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yes, multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Jaguars 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Thomas. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot. Backed up.
19, 79 Broncos. Cup 19, Cup 19.
From the gun on third down, Thomas. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
Operating from the gun. Moore. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Brings up second.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Cougar 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
On the set. 7 Pirates. Ready. 6. Ready.
Looking to throw. Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now 2nd and 5.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 18. Pioneer.
Back to throw. Thomas. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Thomas. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1800. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thomas. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Room past the 35. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Back to throw. Thomas. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here we go. Shot 50. Shot hop 70. Hop 70.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
70, Timberwolf. Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Let's go now. 60 Vices, 60 Vices.
Hands it off out of the gun. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
49ers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Ward now working out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Cougar 19. Ready,
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Gutierrez. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That is caught. Down the left sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jamison Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will put them on top here in the third.
Jaguars 27.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts him back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Fights through and now a crease. 76 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's Ward. Now he'll tuck this and run. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Thomas. Wright's got it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Back now here in Santa Clara. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play.
Ready up. Come on.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 80 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Get it. Viking 18.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have taken a fourth quarter lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
Ready, set. Here we go, here we go. Cowboy, Dragon 60. Ready, right?
Ward throws out left. It's caught by Williams. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Warrior 70.
To throw is Ward. He finds his man complete. That's Gutierrez. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, here's Ward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing is Ward. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown San Francisco. From 13 yards out.
And the Niners are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Jaguars 34.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Here's Thomas, throwing to start the drive. They got his man, complete.
There he goes again.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Jaguars use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Get it. Go.
Back to throw. Moore. He finds his man complete. It's Gutierrez.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Banks.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Torres.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
But now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Niners 42, Jaguars 41.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is intercepted.
Jags are going to get the football back at their own 17. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock, but not a huge pickup there. 6, maybe 7. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. Looking for right, and he finds him. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And it's good. And on opening weekend, a field goal to win it as time expires. And the Jaguars have won the game. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Jacksonville, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct.